It's time for the absolutely... I'm on my way! Completely! I'm almost there! Random! Why are there so many stairs? Podcast! Oh, jeez! With Andrew Rhodes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast for Saturday, March 5th, 2022. I'm your host, Andrew Rhodes, as always, here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. What do I got in store for all of you today? Well, believe it or not, some horrifying news here. Funimation's dead. It's being unified under the Crunchyroll brand. May Funimation rest in peace. That's horrifying. Hey, you remember that movie I was talking about, Belle? Yeah, it's heading to digital and Blu-ray in May. Digital and Blu-ray. Notice how I say that. That's a Blu-ray DVD combo, but still, no just plain DVD. What the hell? Oh, it probably will be, who knows. Generation 9 has been announced. Oh, thrills! Yes. Gen 9 Pokemon has been announced, as well as what we know about the starters, including the duck that is taking the internet by storm. A virtual YouTuber has been, is in a lot of trouble yet for basically breaking contract. This is going to be good. And Bender Gate is over, as John DiMaggio has officially returned to Futurama for the revival on Hulu. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, I have some issues with this yet, but still, all this and more this week on the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. Before we go any further, I know you know what I'm going to go with here, but sing along if you know the words. If you're interested in oddities, collectibles, and weird stuff, why not swing on over to my eBay page, ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. I have a wide variety of crap for sale, from DVDs to some CDs, to trading cards, and action figure parts. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Where else on the World Wide Web can you possibly find anything this cool except for the worldwide flea market that is eBay? I mean, come on, it's a great place. You can find pretty much anything your heart desires. I guarantee you can probably find it. There's car parts on there. There's computer parts on there. You can get clothing on there. You can get plastic stuff on there. Hell, I'm pretty sure you can find Barbie dolls on there. Actually, I'm fairly sure of that because I keep seeing ads for them. But either way, come on by, swing on by my eBay page. It's ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. Don't forget to swing on over to Twitter @OtakuRhodes if you want to come shoot the shit with me. And don't forget to like the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. And don't forget, while you're here, though, on YouTube, don't forget like, comment, subscribe. We do have a Ko-fi page, and we do have a Patreon page if you want to help support the channel. And I think that's all the pitching that I have to do for my own. It's all the patting on my back that I have to do. So, yeah! There we go. So, let's see. eBay, Twitter, Facebook. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell here on YouTube, and Patreon, Ko-fi. Yeah, that's everything. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, so this is the part where I usually go how my week went. So, I got an email Wednesday morning. First off, Monday, Tuesday, bland, dull, nothing really exciting happened. Sunday, man, most of the same. I got an email Wednesday morning while I'm at work. I saw when I got home that my Dollar Tree order is finally in. So, yay! I went to pick it up yesterday. And then this morning, I get another email telling me that my freaking order's in. Now, granted, there were some items that were back ordered, so I'm kind of assuming that it's one of those items. There's only 3 left that I didn't get. And I'm pretty sure it's not the one, because the one says it's not going to be available till, like, near the end of the month. So I'm like, yay, there's another thing. So I got to call them up and double check on that before I waste the gas, which is now over $4 a gallon. I love the meme that's going around, too, with the different gas stations and the how much each thing is. And it's like, oh, my God, like, LOL, OMG, WTF, bend over. And then they explain that they are providing KY jelly to help ease your next gas purchase. Yeah, when I went to work yesterday morning, and I'm like, $4.19 a gallon! I was like, Jesus Christ! But yet, somewhere in my mind, there's a wonderful place I know of where gas is $1.05 a gallon, and there's no lines. Unfortunately, you can't all fit inside my head, and you can't see my dreams, so never mind. But yeah, I put that up on Twitter. But that was pretty much how my week went. There wasn't really much exciting elsewhere. Other than I've got my mom more into Doctor Who. I kind of like the fact that she's watching. I'm showing her clips, and she's like, "Okay, well, who's this person? Okay, well, what did they do?" And I'm having to explain this to the best of my knowledge, which basically is I know pretty much about the 10th Doctor. It's the 11th Doctor. I don't know shit about, and from what I remember of most of it was from the research I had to do in order to understand the 11th Doctor, because I don't like the 11th Doctor. It's not one of my favorites. But we do agree, though, that the 13th Doctor is not the world's greatest. The 11th Doctor is just as bad. And it's nothing to like the actress. Well, yeah, all right. It's nothing to her being female. It's just the fact that her acting is not suited for Doctor Who. She's more of a dramedy type of actress than she is a central drama sort of person. She kind of feels like she's trying too hard, basically, to be a character that I don't think she is. But that's just my opinion. Please don't shoot me for it. But anyway, yeah, it's mostly been my week. Dull, boring, dull, boring, dull, and boring. So yeah, there is that. I don't really think anything else exciting happened. So let's dive in. We got a lot to dissect with this podcast this week, and I mean a holy lot to dissect here. This is going to be fun. All right, so let's just start off with the whole Bender's finally back in Futurama. So John DiMaggio, and I do apologize again if I'm mispronouncing your name, is set to return now to voice Bender, so Bendergate is officially over. And this is creating an issue with a lot of other people, saying that while he closed the deal, this isn't exactly a win. Well, I'm going to say yes and no to this. Yes, it's a win for him. It's a win that we get to have him back. And for a lot of people, I understand their concept of where they're coming from with why they don't think this is a massive win. Because there's still a lot of people that are well underpaid in this industry for this. There's a lot of people that are highly screwed over for this. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. I do. I really get that. The thing is, at the end of the day, he sparked the fire. He sparked the fuse. Now, granted, they tried to snuff it out to the best of their knowledge. They might have. I don't think they're going to. All it needs is like one spark to ignite the fire, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, you know what? This person held out. I can hold out too. Hey, this person held out. I can hold out too. And the next thing you know, you start getting people that are going to be doing talking. It's not a simple concept of, okay, so this, and this, and then we're done. So, keep that in mind. But the news comes just 3 weeks after the announcement that Futurama would possibly return without DiMaggio, mobilized fans who took to social media to throw their support behind him using hashtag Bendergate. He referenced the hashtag in his note to fans 2 weeks ago and in his statement about his return to the show earlier today, being when the article was written. Quote, "I'm back, baby! So damn grateful for the love and support of fans and colleagues alike during this whole time, especially my wife, Kate, and I cannot wait to get back to work with my Futurama family. Bendergate is officially over." Put it back on the shelf behind the Xmas decorations, or maybe in that kitchen drawer with all the other crap you put there, like the old unusable crazy glue, or maybe even put it in a jar you say farts in. Whatever floats your boat, I don't care. You get the picture. I'm back, baby. Bite my shiny metal ass. That's what I was saying, though. What would Futurama be without Bender? And that is honestly the truth. What would Futurama be without Bender? It would suck. It would suck. The thing, though, is that a lot of people, like I said, they're still upset about this. And again, you had you had Billy West and Katie Seagal. They jumped on the deal right away. Well, yeah. And as he put it, too, different people will work for different wages. You could have one person that might decide, hey, this is fine. I'm comfortable with this because they just want to do something. They might be bored. They might have, investments and other stuff going around. They might have, ways of yeah, I'm just bored. I need something to do. For other people, it's, yeah, I really want to do this again. But here's the thing. I have an issue with how much you're willing to pay me because I know what I'm bringing to the table. It's called bargaining, people. You can even do this for your actual jobs. If you're going to apply for a job, that they're going to say you're overqualified and you can explain to them how you'll benefit them for, it's called bargaining, people. Honestly, it's called bargaining. But am I, I'm not still hyped about this. That's the thing. Yeah. So Deadline reported this though last month that DiMaggio had initially received an offer in line with that of the fellow leads Fry and Leela, basically Billy West and Katie Seagal, who, after a back and forth, agreed to a deal, while he, though, felt the proposal was not competitive based on the success and name recognition of the original series. So he knows what the series is going to bring to the table. It's like, look, you're making the series again. Okay, because this would be the third one. Because you had Fox, you had Comedy Central, and now it's going to be Hulu. So this is now a question, which era did it better? Did Fox do it better? Did Comedy Central do it better? Or is Hulu going to do it better? Am I still psyched that this is getting a full-on 20-episode series? No. I feel like this should honestly, and I'm going to say this till I'm blue in the face. I will die on this hill. I will say this. I feel like this is more of they should just do one big budget film. One big budget blowout and call it a day. The Simpsons got a full-blown movie. Okay? Do something like that to wrap up everything in a nice bow. Because I hated the last ending we got. And I love how there was a person on Twitter that goes, this is the best. Okay? This is the best joke I have ever heard. Where the person's going, oh, well, you don't understand. This had, this many seasons. It had 4 movies. And X amount of wonderful endings. I'm like, wonderful endings? That last one sucked. They basically fucking St. Elsewhere the damn thing and just back in a freaking circle again. I'm not hyped for that. In all honesty, I respect the fact that he held out. He didn't do it. The thing is, a lot of people are saying that he was doing it to be selfish. No. If you think about it, he was right. He's really right. If you're actually doing something, you know what you're bringing to the table, and they're like, look, we're willing to give you this much to reprise your character, and you know what you're worth. It's not an ego trip. You know what you can do. It's like you've done this how many times? How many series do you have under your belt? How many voice acting credits do you have under your belt? You know what to do. You know how to do this. It's like second nature. It's like breathing to you. You can do this with little to no thought. You know what you can bring to the table. You're going to want to be paid and to be paid fair. You're going to want to be compensated fairly. That would be like me saying, yeah, I'll, fix up this, and this for you. I've been doing it for X amount of years. I know what I'm doing to the table. Yes, I'm going to be a little more expensive than this person, but you're getting X amount of years of experience that's been doing this versus Joe Schmo over here that's only been doing it for like 6 months. Hello, right here, you got it. But then there's also the fact, like I said, Futurama is a massive name brand. This thing has a cult following, for God's sake. And for people to be complaining that, oh, well, he's only doing it because of this, is like, no, he's not doing it because he's not trying to be selfish. And yes, granted, while there's still people that didn't make it, here's the thing. And I am going to say this. You're always going to have some type of criticism. You could literally be doing something to help, like, an actor or something. You could be doing something to help a show. You're always going to get criticism because you can't please everybody. But I think it's kind of sick where it's like, well, there are other people still suffering. Yeah, there are other people still suffering everywhere. You could feed a village in an unknown country that might have like 15 people in it. You can't say you've ended world hunger because there's still people hungry somewhere. It's small victories. You can't please everyone. Yes, while he's back, he opened the floodgates for what could potentially be better negotiations down the road. Because other voice actors are going to look at this and go, hey, I know what I bring to the table. You want me on for this series. This is what I do for a living. This, I've been doing a lot of this. This is my CV here. This is literally my resume. of how many characters I've done, how many voices I've done. My credits are right here. You can IMDb my ass. And flat out, they can say, yeah, we'll pay you fairly for this. And that's the thing. They can do that. But you can't just up and complain and say, oh, well, he's only doing it to be selfish. He's not doing it to be selfish. If he wanted to do it to be selfish, he would have held out longer and longer and longer. I think what he got was minimal. It's probably like, look, we'll give you a little more. Because you figure Katie Sagal, she did Married with Children. She was on Sons of Anarchy. She did, she was in that one Disney Channel movie. She played the Smart House movie. She played the Psychopathic AI. She has a list of other things she has done. Same thing with Billy West. So they might be comfortable taking this as an offer because, like, look, I do this, this, and this, and this, this, and this. I don't mind taking a bit of a drop in order to do this because this for them might just be a hobby. It could just be something like, look, it's not going to take much time for me to do. It's fun to do it. I'm not going to, demand an arm and a leg. And you have some of the ones that's like, look, I don't mind doing it, but I kind of want to be paid, fairly. I don't want to be paid under the table. I don't want to be paid under what you think I'm worth or what I think I'm worth. I'd like to actually get paid what I think I'm worth. I understand where he's coming from. I really do. But either way, Bender's back, baby. Bite his shiny metal ass. He's back. All right, so Funimation. It had a good run. But Crunchyroll and Funimation put up nearly identical announcements that Funimation is unifying under the Crunchyroll brand. Which means Funimation's dead. Funimation's now gone. This is it. It's dead. It's history. And this is, honest to God, this is horrifying to me. For a variety of reasons. And they can spin this all they want to make this sound wonderful. What it basically is you're basically streamlining everything. You're going to screw a lot of shit to the wall. Remember that joke that I keep making every time they keep announcing that stuff's going to be exclusive to this streaming service and nobody else is going to get it? It's a song from Lazy Town. You are a pirate? Well, get ready for the high seas of internet piracy again to rear its ugly head, boys and girls. Because, yar-har, we're all fucking pirates again. Well, yeah, just dust off the tricorner hat there and get your swashbuckling ready because we're going virtual pirate hunting, boys. Honestly, that sounds like a really cool idea for a show. Somebody work on that. I'll pitch the idea. Somebody hit me up if you want to see that. Let me know in the comments. High seas virtual piracy on the information superhighway, the World Wide Web. It's you have like a pirate ship. It can be like the Saucy Mare from Reboot, Captain Capacitor. Oh, God, that'd be funny. But yeah, Funimation subsidiary. What's it? Wakanim and Crunchyroll's Verve are also in on this. So it will be one subscription service through Crunchyroll with all these other groups joining in. Moving forward, Funimation will only add new episodes of continuing series, which means Funimation users will want to move to a Crunchyroll account as soon as possible. So in other words, goodbye Funimation. It was nice knowing you. You were the last of the fucking giants, for God's sake, and you're done. Qualified subscribers to Funimation, Wakanim, and Verve are supposed to get an email offering 60 days of Crunchyroll Premium for free, while 2 months to tell you how bad this sucks. I remember when I had a magazine. Okay, I got a magazine subscription. It was called Beckett Dragon Ball Z Collector. It was the best magazine I ever had. Ended really badly because they just ended it. They didn't give like a farewell episode, a farewell volume, nothing. No farewell issue, just ends it. They shifted everything over to an anime-only magazine. Now, they gave everybody, at the time I just literally renewed the subscription too, my mom had renewed it, so it's like, everybody got, to try it out. Okay, they're like, look, you can come back in, you can cancel it if you want to, and they would refund you, and I remember how this worked. They were going to refund you, if you just renewed it, they were going to refund you the whole thing. It's like, look, we come in with this out of the blue, we get that, people are pissed. I hated it. I just you know what, I'm just going to let the subscription run out and just be done with it then. I'm like, you know what? They're going to need the money. So my mom said the same thing. They're going to need the money because she read it. Because she would bring it down when she came to pick me up from school. She'd bring it down. She'd read it in the parking lot while she was waiting for me. That tells you how much of a good parent she was. She actually took an interest in what I was interested in. But it's like, this sucked. Yes, it sucked. I'm not going to lie. I still have them yet, too. But yes, it sucked. And the whole time I'm like, okay, so this sucked. This was really bad. And I'm like, huh. But at the same time, they needed the money. They were going to. They were going to lose a lot of people. And I think they did, because then they ended up doing, I think Beckett went to, like, sports only. Because I know the anime one didn't last much longer after I let my subscription lapse. It's like, yeah, no, screw that. But yeah, you can have, they're going to get 60 days of Crunchyroll Premium for free. Woohoo! So Crunchyroll has killed Funimation. Well, the sad thing is, I'm looking right here at their precious mascot, and I'm just thinking to myself, she has that fake-ass face on her. It's like I'm going to be the #1 anime site ever. You're going to love me. I'm going to be in bed with all these companies, but they're still going to exist. Then the second you turn your back, she's got a fucking knife and she's shaking your ass. That's how it is. That's what it is. That's what she is. Shakes you in the back. She just takes the knife right there in the back, right in the spine. She gets the vertebrae right there. She makes sure you're not going to get back up. An FAQ page has been set up. One question is surely asked by many fans. I have both a Crunchyroll subscription and a Funimation subscription. Should I cancel one of them? Yes, cancel the Crunchyroll one, because then when Funimation's gone, you're not missing anything. The FAQ answer: all new series from the upcoming spring 2022 season will stream exclusively on Crunchyroll going forward. On Crunchyroll. In other words, goodbye. Anything that was coming out in spring of 2022 that you were looking forward to, that Funimation was coming out with, it's Crunchyroll only. Great. And you'll be able to watch 80% of Funimation and Wakanomi, Wakanomi? Whatever. Their most popular existing series on Crunchyroll by the end of March of this year. So by the end of the month. So if you already have a Crunchyroll subscription, then you're all set and can go ahead and cancel Funimation when you're ready. Please note that you won't see your Funimation watch history or queue in Crunchyroll yet. We're working on that right now. Okay, so we're working on the back end, but yeah, go ahead and cancel that a while and just come to us. Then if the deal falls through, because God forbid something could end up, chucking a monkey wrench here in the 11th hour, and they could go, whoa, wait a minute, we lost 80% of our clientele. We dropped like a massive drop here. No, this deal is dead. We're done. Funimation's history thanks to you. And all of a sudden it's like, yeah, our bad. Yeah, no. Another question was, can I manage my Funimation account through Crunchyroll now that you're all the same company? No. No, because that's the problem. Because they're not all one company. They have absorbed Funimation. They're just like that blob that just eats everything in its sight. It's not giving you a chance. It's like, oh, it's mine now. It's mine now. I gotta have it all. That's what it is. So yeah, no. Their answer was, please continue to manage your account separately for now. Please note that you won't see your Funimation digital copy, watch history, or queue in Crunchyroll yet, but they're working on it. If you're announcing this shit, I'm going to get a little pissed off here for a second. If you're announcing this shit, that you're going forward, it's all going to be Crunchyroll. It's all Crunchyroll, baby. 24/7 Crunchyroll. That's what we're doing. Okay? That's what you're limping to the barn with here. You took Funimation out back, you shot it in the head, Old Yeller style. There's Verve, right in the head, Old Yeller style. There's that Waka anime, right in the head, Old Yeller style. And you're walking back to the barn, limping slightly because they decided to fight back a little bit. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, you can't pull up your digital copies from Funimation, which, great, so those are a waste. You can't pull up your watch history or your queue yet either. We're working on it. Yeah, you're working on it, my ass. I would have had that rolled out first. then make the transition, or give them the option of going, look, transfer your Funimation account to Crunchyroll. Then you can have everything. Seriously. There's also a page set up of which Funimation titles have become available for Crunchyroll subscribers. The page will continue to be updated as more and more titles are added. What do you think of the move? I think it's a horrible idea. I think it's horrifying. They're unifying under... It's synergy! It's the synergy! It's coming to take everybody whole! We're all screwed! We're all screwed! And that's the truth of it! They know that they've messed up. You cannot... I think the backlash from this is going to be bad. And there are people out there that go, well, Andrew, Crunchyroll's not... Yeah, I get it. Crunchyroll's not bad. I've watched some Crunchyroll stuff. I have pulled up a couple series on Crunchyroll to watch it. You gotta wait a week. That's fine. I'm used to that. If you wanted to watch anything on some of the free, channels that I get, if you want to watch it for free, you gotta wait a week. That's fine. I'll wait a week and watch it. Not a problem. The issue lies in the fact that you're screwing people over by killing Funimation. For a lot of people, Funimation was their jumping off point for anime. And you basically took their, it's like you just lost your best friend. Like, you have known this thing for eternity. Like, for years. You and Funimation have been like this. You're in sync with one another. If you're feeling, upset, you're feeling down, it just knows what to give you. It's like, no, I get it. You're upset. I get it. You're not happy. Here, watch this series. This is recommended for you. It's like it just knows you. Bam! There's Crunchyroll the steamroller. Just whacked your friend upside the head with a sledgehammer, shoved them under the steamroller, and rolled right over their ass. That's it. Do I think this is a good idea? Hell to the no. You're only going to be getting more piracy as you're even stating it's going to be Crunchyroll exclusives. Yeah. Crunchyroll exclusives. It's only going to be streaming on Crunchyroll. That's it. It's only going to be streaming on Crunchyroll. Yeah, that's it. That's horrifying. I'm not a fan of this. I'm not cool with this. I think this is a horrible idea. I honestly think this is a worse decision than what my bank's recently done by merging with this other company and becoming one new bank. I think next to that, this is the worst idea I've ever heard. You prove to me I'm wrong. This is my challenge to Crunchyroll. You want me to respect you now? Prove to me I'm wrong. Prove to me I'm wrong. Because I'm getting the feeling that you're going to suddenly make it so that any new content is permanently locked behind your paywall. And the free stuff you're going to have is the old stuff you're getting from Funimation. Watch. That's what I'm afraid is going to happen. Prove me wrong. I challenge you. I dare you. Prove me wrong. I'll admit it. If you prove me wrong, I will come right out here and admit if I'm wrong. Prove me wrong, and I will come out here and I will say it. I will admit it. You will hold me to it. I will admit that I'm wrong if you prove me wrong. So there's your challenge, there's your challenge, Crunchyroll. Prove me wrong. Prove to me this wasn't a bad idea. Prove me wrong. So remember that Belle movie that I talked about? The one that I saw the ad for literally the day before it was set to release in the limited theatrical run? Yeah. Well, good news. If you wanted to watch it and you were going to hike yourself 70 miles to the closest theater or more, it's coming to digital and Blu-ray in May. Notice how I say that, digital and Blu-ray. No DVD. Oh, so you think. It's a DVD Blu-ray combo pack. Why not just give me a DVD? Well, can I not just have a DVD of this? This sounds interesting. Just give me a DVD. I'm not a Blu-ray person. I kind of feel like I'm in the VHS DVD era all over again, where it's like, oh yeah, no, we have VHS tapes here at Walmart. Yeah, come in, buy your VHS tape. Then the next week, the section gets smaller, then smaller, then smaller. Then eventually, it's like 2 tapes left on the shelf that are just like, we're the last ones. I know What's going to happen to us? They're going to throw us in the trash can. Please don't let it be so. It's going to be so. They're going to chuck us in the trash, but don't worry about it. We lived a good life. We gave somebody pleasure. Oh, look, they're putting a clearance sticker on us. We might have a shot. Yeah, that's what I kind of feel like. But whether you weren't able to catch it in theaters because it was like 1 second and it was gone, or you just want to own it and watch it over and over and over again, that anime film, Mamoru Hosoda's Belle anime film, now has a date for home video. G-Kids has announced the plans to bring the feature to digital platforms on May 3rd, followed by a Blu-ray DVD combo pack release 2 weeks later on the 17th. First off, I really love how it's 2 weeks later. You gotta love how it's like 2 weeks later you get it. Oh, you can get a digital, you get it 2 weeks early. 2 weeks later, boom. They know how to get you. But the Blu-ray DVD combo pack features a lot of the stuff: the making of Belle, a conversation with the director, the music of Belle, the creator drawing Belle, scene breakdowns, finding the voice of Belle. The creator at animation is film, the design gallery, and the one that I'm assuming does the voice, singing Gales of Song. Wow, all that in this. Can I just get the DVD? Can I ask, is there going to be a DVD available? Just a DVD. I don't want the extra crap in this. Just give me the DVD. Can I have that? Is that possible to get? And I don't got to buy the Blu-ray with it. Is that possible at all? I mean, if you're already including a DVD in this, can I just have a DVD release? Is that possible? Is that plausible to you? What the hell? Look who I'm talking to. Obviously not. For those of you wondering about the plot of the movie, it's very simple. Suzu is a shy, everyday high school student living in a rural village. For years, she has only been a shadow of herself. But when she enters U, a massive virtual world, she escapes into the online persona of Belle, a gorgeous and globally beloved singer. One day, her concert is interrupted by a monstrous creature chased by vigilantes. As their hunt escalates, Suzu embarks on an emotional and epic quest to uncover the identity of this mysterious beast and to discover her true self in a world where you can be anyone. And if you saw the trailer, it basically will give you Summer War vibes. Massive Summer War vibes. I mean, I was getting Summer War vibes big time. I want to watch that again so bad, too. Yeah, that Matilda. It's my freaking boss was playing the one song from Matilda was making me want to watch Matilda again. But yeah, definitely. I definitely want to rewatch Summer Wars now because of this. This is not a bad movie, though, from the trailer alone. The trailer did a good job of writing a check for this, but what I'm hoping it doesn't do is write a check that the movie itself can't cash. It looks stunningly beautiful, don't get me wrong. I mean, holy hell, this thing looks beautiful. This almost looks as good as Karis the Revelation. And that was a movie that I had gotten on a whim, and I ended up selling it because it was like a massive purge of my stuff. But holy crap, it just reminds me of that, and I'm like, damn, this looks so damn good. Whether or not I'll be able to get a copy, I don't know. I'm going to try. Because if they're releasing it as a Blu-ray DVD combo, they should have a DVD thing too. I mean, come on. What are you going to do? This is how I always theorize this when they have a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. What happens if the Blu-ray for that DVD combo pack doesn't work? Or it fails Q&A. Or they end up having a whole batch of them that's like, oh wow, this is bad. Now they have a batch of DVDs. Oh look, here's some DVDs. Seriously. There are people out there that don't own a Blu-ray player. I'm one of them. Unless Blu-ray players are backwards compatible, I can pop a DVD in that bitch. I don't own a Blu-ray player. And by the way, if they are, please let me know, because I would really like to know if they are backwards compatible and I can pop a DVD in that and it'll play a DVD. Let me know. Because then if my DVD player breaks, I'll look into getting one. But yeah, I mean, I have a DVD player. I remember when that was the huge thing. Because I still have my original player. Granted, I don't use it anymore. I actually had to replace that. The first time I ever had to replace that was a few years ago. And I had that from 2000, I want to say 2006. I I think it was 2006 that I had gotten that. I still have it. The original player. I still have it. 2006. I still have the original player yet. And aside from me having to do a little maintenance on it, it works. It works well. But I mean, in all honesty, if, the first time I had to replace it was, I want to say 2017, 2018. No, like 2018 or 2019, I had to replace it. I want to say 2018, but at the same time, I want to say 2019 maybe. Either way, I had my original player for like a good 12, 13 years. At least. And that son of a bitch lasted! Yeah, what was I tell you? But, yeah, I'm definitely... If there's gonna be a DVD release of this, I'm on board with it. I'm assuming that they're only announcing the Blu-ray DVD ones just to try to get people going, but I really would just like to have the DVD. Just give me the DVD. But I like how the bonuses with the asterisks are denoting the items exclusive to the Blu-ray. Okay, so the making of Belle is exclusive to the Blu-ray. The performing of the song, Gales of Song, is exclusive to Blu-ray. The design gallery, exclusive to Blu-ray. But everything else is on the DVD. So can I just have the DVD then? Either way, though, it'll be out, was it May 17th through the combo pack. It's got to come out, though, regularly, I would assume. But yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye out for it. If it comes out, I'm gonna get it. I'll probably do a review on it, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna try to get it. I'm not gonna sit there and have a freaking Blu-ray sitting around for nothing. But they should have a DVD come out for it. I would assume they're gonna have a DVD come out for it, just a plain DVD. Look, even if it's only like $10, I'll take it. They'll make some money on it. They'll make some money on it. I mean, seriously, come on. Let's think about it for a second. That'd be really great. But, yeah. May 17th. I'll have to remember that date. Alright, so this past Sunday there was a Pokemon. Freaking Pokemon event. And everybody's fears were finally founded. Gen 9 has been announced. The next mainline game has been announced. Apparently, rumor has it right now, as of me recording this, that they're going to be going back to the old catching method, which is probably going to be pissing off a lot of people. Then again, there's people that are pissed because Arceus... This feels like Arceus didn't get a fair shot at the stick. This feels like Arceus got the short end of the stick, basically. They didn't get a fair shot here. But, yeah, Scarlet and Violet were revealed to be released. The description goes as follows. The Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games, the newest chapters in the Pokemon series, are coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. I guess it would be around Black Friday. With these new titles, the Pokemon series takes a new evolutionary step, allowing you to explore freely in a richly expressed open world. Define freely. Define freely, because if there's still moves yet that I can't learn, or that I need to learn to progress, then it's not free. Various towns blend seamlessly into the wilderness with no borders. Yeah, right. You'll be able to see the Pokemon of this region in the skies, in the seas, in the forests, on the streets, all over. You'll be able to experience the true joy of the Pokemon series, battling against wild Pokemon in order to catch them. Now in an open world game that players of any age can enjoy. I'm sorry, wow, that was bad. Sorry, I'm allergic to BS. But yeah, so it's like the next, so this is the next pair of mainline entries. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Worldwide release planned for late 2022. Like I said, my guess would be Black Friday. The starters in this one are, I shit you not, this is the funny part. Sprigatigo, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. Yeah, so this is what we know about the new starters. The Scarlet and Violet new starters, Gen 9 starters revealed, and the freaking duck has just gone batshit crazy on the internet. Spriggo is actually the next one because people are like, please don't go bipedal, please don't go bipedal, please don't go bipedal. And there's been a lot of fan art going like she's gonna go bipedal, like please don't go bipedal, please don't go bipedal, please don't go bipedal for the final evolution. It's funny, it really is. Yeah. But you got Sprigatigo. Yeah, Sprigatigo, grass cat Pokemon. Height 1 foot 4 inches, weighs 9 pounds. Type grass, ability overgrow. The curious, attention-seeking grass cat Pokemon. It's a cat. When have cats never been attention seekers? They're attention whores. They're attention whores. When has that never been a thing? You got Fulikoko, the fire croc Pokemon. 1 foot 4 inches, 21.6 pounds. Try to listen this thing up. Type fire, ability blaze, the laid-back fire croc Pokemon that does things at its own pace. Also, it's a Charizard in baby form. And finally, the duck that has just taken the freaking internet by storm. You have Quackly. Yeah, the duckling Pokemon. 1 foot 8 inches, 13.4 pounds. Water type. Sorry about that. With the ability of Torrent. The earnest and tidy duckling Pokemon. Yeah. So, honestly, I'm going to actually say this. The cat's about my favorite. Well, the duck's interesting, but honestly, I think the fire croc for me would actually be second with the duck as third. Sorry. But the cat's definitely the first one. I find that cat interesting. It just looks so cute and adorable. Now watch it evolve into something god-awful and hideous. It'd be like, it's so cute and adorable. Next thing you know, it grows up, it's got like 18 different vines and, thorny things coming off of it in its final evolution. Like, you were so cute when you were little. Why are you so ugly now as an adult? Yeah. You can glean, though, from these modest Pokemon entries, for one, that Fulikoko is an absolute mini unit at nearly double the weight of the other two. Curious and attention-seeking sounds about right for the cat-based Pokemon. So hopefully, Sprigatigo's feline instincts will make it an unusually aggro grass type. Yeah, right. Meanwhile, Quackly is earnest and tidy. Sounds like a cop to me. That's exactly what it says in the article. I'm not even joking. They also got a look at one ability for each of the starters, albeit pretty standard ones, with Overgrow boosting the power of grass moves, Blaze boosting fire moves, and Torrent boosting water moves. In Gen 8, this meant a 50% attack bonus when Pokemon fell to 1/3 their total health. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Wow. As you would expect, though, the Pokemon fan art community is having a field day with this. Oh my god, yeah. They're saying that Fulikoko is a slight favorite at the moment. Some of them are saying it feels like Charmander 3.0. They're hoping that it stays lovable through all their evolutions. I'm hoping that Sprigatigo stays wonderful through its evolutions. I'm getting the feeling it's not. And I'm getting the feeling that the duck... I really hate to say this. I get the feeling the duck's its final evolution is going to have like a freaking leak or something. And it's going to be like Baldi's Basics, where it's just going to be like, quack, 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 quack. It's just going to want to whoop your ass. That's for something, so it's going to want to whoop your ass. That's what I'm afraid is going to happen. But, oh my god. The internet's been a freaking storm blaze with this. Am I looking forward to Gen 9? No, I don't think they gave... I don't think they gave Arceus a fair crack at the whip, to be honest with you. I think they kind of just, screwed it over. But, yeah. I think the cat's interesting. I like the cat. Let's see what you can go with this, Game Freak. They did release there was a list of the Pokemon available for this so far on Celebi's Net, and honestly, not a lot of them. I guess they're doing region locking again. Oh, then again, remember, they can't release a whole bunch of stuff because it can't be done. But yet there are fan-made games out there that can have all 800 Pokemon in it. And your excuse was what? There are fan games that can have every Pokemon in them. What's your excuse again? That's what I thought. Yeah. It's fun. It's fun sometimes. It really is. Just to sit back and watch the world implode. But hopefully this Pokemon game won't be too bad. Don't know much about it. The backgrounds do look nice, though the main characters look like crap. But then again, hey, you can't win everything. Hopefully the evolutions will be good for the starters. God hoping. Alright, so this is definitely an interesting, and I do mean an interesting topic. So the virtual YouTuber, Urusha, was it Urusha, I think, Urusha, is in trouble for breaking contract. This is actually an interesting topic here. So the Hololive Group's third-generation virtual YouTuber might not be real, but she's treated as if she is. That includes facing consequences for negative actions. Yeah. And Clover Corporation, just declared they're ending their agreement with her because she broke contract. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. This ain't good. This ain't good. So Clover Corporation alleges that the VTuber has caused the company to suffer reputational damage. They explained further that she apparently gave false information to third parties and has been leaking information, including communications regarding business matters. This is actually a problem, folks. I mean, if you're on contract, which, first off, if you ever want to do something like this, if you ever get a contract from like a company to be their spokesperson or something, first thing you got to do, get 3 lawyers to read that. 1, 2, 3. Seriously, 3 lawyers. Make sure that it's on the up and up, completely legit, that you understand what they want you to do, what you can and cannot do, and all the fine print is put out there in black and white. Make sure of that. Seriously, fair piece of advice there. Yeah. So according to her biography, she is a necromancer from the Underworld Academy who is not good at communicating with people. She does not want to be alone, however, which is why she talks to the spirits and the damned. That's pretty much everybody. Playboard's data on YouTube's Super Chat statistics said that she is the biggest moneymaker ever. Ooh. Yeah. Though Supercat, ever through Supercat. And it brought in more than 379 million yen, about $3.2 million American. Even so, though, her YouTube channel will be closed around the end of next month. And by the way, this article came out in February. So, basically by the end of the month here. And people who spent money on her 2022 birthday celebration, they're getting refunds. They're getting refunds. Also, she didn't take part in the 3rd anniversary Garbringer V Super Thanksgiving event on February 20th. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Yep. The online-based singer, Mafu had recently written, "I became good friends with that person through games. Last night I made contract to play a game together. I am sorry for the discomfort I caused to many people. It is not true that we live together." This is seen as a reference to her, apparently, and this Japanese video, which was streamed earlier in the month, alleges that it leaked information it got from the virtual YouTuber. It's been viewed almost 2 million times since it first streamed on February 11th. Yeah. She made her official debut back on July 18th of 2019, but her career has been short-lived. What do you think about the allegations made against the virtual YouTuber and the fallout that's being created? Honestly, this is honestly my point here. This is why I wanted to talk about this article. What the fuck are you people talking about? I'm sorry. I get the concept that if you're under contract for something, you're under a DNC, DNC, NDA, thank you, non-disclosure agreement, or a DNC, do not disclose. I get the stuff, especially if you're under an NDA. If you're under an NDA, do not speak of shit. Like, if they would come up to you and say, look, we're going to talk to you about the business matters in regards to you, but you are under an NDA not to speak a word of this to the public. That happens. There are a lot of jobs that have that. Like, you can't say how much you make an hour. You can't say how much you make, because if the company finds out about it, your ass is grass. Seriously. Because it's a violation of a contract. That's why I said, if you're one of these people out there, well, who am I kidding? You're probably not listening to my show, but if you are, or you know somebody out there, have them get 3 lawyers. I'm not just saying 1 lawyer, 3 lawyers. and get the 3 lawyers to look over the contract. Make sure they literally look over the contract. Make sure they spell out all the fine print, all the backgrounds, everything. Because if there's one line in that contract that you can screw up on, you're done. Do I think that this is fair, like the backlash and everything? No. I would have just, in all fairness, I would have confronted her about it. I would have said, look, you can't do this. Figure out, let's see what's going on here and see if we can't figure out a way to fix this. And they'll go, okay, so now we're going to put out here and say that you lied, and then just like, ban them for like a few months or something. Go, look, we're going to suspend you for a few months. You can't do anything. That's the end of it. End of discussion. That's how it's going to be. To flat out just cut the contract and just, end the agreement, that I think's overkill. I'm not going to lie about that. I think it's overkill, which kind of leads me to think that there's something hidden behind the scenes that they really wanted her gone. It's almost like, okay, what? Was she not bending over backwards in the right direction for you? Was she not doing everything you asked? Was she being a little too uppity, a little too popular? Was she not popular enough? This kind of reeks of we have an underlying motive here than what we're letting on. Because if it would just be a simple matter of, okay, look, you basically, you screwed our reputation a bit. Okay, you gave out some false information to third parties. You've been leaking information. I would look there and say, look, you're suspended. You're suspended. And then when you bring them back, give them less freedom than they have. Like, look, you're not going to be privy to these conversations anymore. We're going to do this through a third party. That's it. You're not going to be privy to these anymore. Just, I would have suspended them. That would have taught them a lesson, and that would be the end of it. The fact that you're just ending the contract, that kind of, to me, and this is from like an outsider looking in here, that to me kind of says, we're being a little shady here about something, but we're not going to say what. It's like, interpret this as you will, but the problem is that we can interpret this 18 different ways, and we're probably right at least 16 of the 18. And I'm willing to bet it's either she didn't bend over backwards in the right way, and I don't mean sexually, I mean like she didn't do something that they wanted her to do, like she was supposed to promote something on the street. No, she didn't do that. Or she was supposed to do this and this. No, she didn't do that. Oh, she's been, going out there and just, half-assing it. If, you have an actual way that she's been violating you, like, okay, so she gave false information. Okay, unless it was directly detrimental to you, you don't know that. You could easily say, hey, look, they were collaborating together for a stream. They were collaborating together as part of the thing. Find a way to PR spin this shit. The fact that you're just like right out and going, nope, false information to third parties, leaking business information, we're done. Now, if you have the proof that she's been leaking, communications regarding the business matters, okay, then there's your smoking gun. But if that were the case, you could have easily fired her ass a long time ago. So that's not exactly, a massive, issue at this point, because you could have fired her ass a long time ago for that. That's a simple look. We're suspending you, and when we bring you back, you're not going to be privy to these conversations anymore. And on top of that, we're going through a third party to deal with you. And they're going to be given explicit instructions to only put you on a need-to-know basis, and that's all you're going to need to know. Nothing else. Just, heavily enforce an NDA and be done with it. To flat out just say, no, we're cutting all ties with you. This, like I said, it basically, in a way to me, it kind of feels like they had an underlying motive here that they just didn't want to let out to the public, but yet they've given subtle hints about it. It's like, look, we know you have dirty laundry. We know that you're going to be airing it out in public even though you don't want to. Your dryer's not working right. Everybody has dirty laundry. Every single person has dirty laundry. Everyone has skeletons in their closets. We all have dirty laundry. The fact is, eventually they're going to have to get aired because your dryer is going to break. You're going to have to hang them outside to dry. Everybody has dirty laundry. Every single person. Nobody is squeaky and clean. Not a soul. No one. Literally. So that's, honestly, that's it. I'm not even lying about that. But the fact that they're just coming out and saying, no, we're done. Like I said, to me, just feels like a massive red flag here. Just kind of like shot up like, okay, well, I mean, if you have the communications, like you can prove that she's been leaking communications. Okay, then that you can bust her for. But if you knew that for this long, then that was your own stupidity for not busting her on it before. But at this point, it kind of feels more like well, we got her on it, but we needed a little more to get rid of her. No, because if she's leaking business-related communications, and she's leaking this information, then that's a violation of the contract right then and there. You don't have to put out false information. Just go down and look. She broke contract by leaking, business information that she was not allowed to leak. That right there. That right there. That's enough to ground anybody into the ground. That's it. You're done. The fact that you come out and say, oh, well, she's doing this, and it's, no. Because now you're basically going, well, she gave out false information to third parties. Okay? Well, false information. Because if it's regarding your alleged business communications, that, to me, opens a question of, how do you know what she gave out then? So, like I said, when I was reading this article earlier in the week, and I'm like, yeah, no, this is definitely going to be a topic this week, because it makes no sense to me. Like I said, if you want to just fire her, just fire her. Just shove her under the bus and go, you're done. End of discussion. That's all you have to do. The fact that you're going this extra mile in a way to screw her over, kind of to me feels like there's a sore here. She hit a nerve. That's just the way I'm interpreting it. But it kind of feels like, she kind of did something that you don't want to make public, but then it could probably be public. So yeah, go figure on that one, folks. But as I said, it's interesting. It's interesting. All right, everybody, and that's going to do it then this week for the Absolutely Completely Random podcast. I'd like to thank everybody for hanging out with me for the last hour or so, give or take. And until next time, don't forget, everybody, submit your questions for this month's Q&A video. I'm planning to do it similar to what I did last month, time-wise, since February and March do share similar times up until the 28th. But yeah, so shoot for at least the 21st to have all your questions in. If I decide to extend it to the 28th, I'll let everybody know. But at least the 21st, that'll give me plenty of time to do it. And until next time, everybody, I'm Andrew Rhodes. This has been a lot of fun here. And I will catch you all next time here on the Absolutely Completely Random podcast on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. Don't forget, like I said, we also have Patreon and Ko-fi as well. And you can also follow me over on Twitter at OtakuRhodes. So head on out, everybody. Have a good one. Stay safe. Have a great week. Catch you next time. Bye.